What is up, homies? Welcome back to another reaction from Heroes Reforged. We are reacting to the 7th episode of X-Men 97. If you want to catch the uncut reactions for the entire season, check them out on our Patreon. Link down below. We also watched Invincible Season 2. We're in the middle of watching Fallout. There's so much good stuff on there. Check it all out. Also, check out the Czechskins podcast. It's live every Wednesday at 7 p.m. Link down below. And Hector does a show in our Discord, which is audio only, Comics Reforged, where him and the audience get together, they talk about a comic book, and they pick a new one to rotate through every other week. So it's a really fun time. You should check it out.
Yes, sir. Last week's episode of the podcast was really fun, where we talked about X-Men versus Invincible. Which one is superior?
Which one we like more? Which one is superior?
Some people got mad that we even compared the two. So it was a good episode. Let's jump back into the ghetto, you guys, and
the galaxy, Milky Way galaxy ghetto,
the Milky Way ghetto. Yeah,
and the
true, man.
Nebula. All right, here we go. In 3, 2, 1. Go.
Oh man,
I was kind of hoping Storm would fly by in her new costume.
Oh, right. True.
We'll see.
Yeah, she's got her powers back, baby. Or if she's even in this, right? She doesn't even have to be in this.
Right.
No Gambit, R.I.P.
No Gambit.
No Storm either. Nightcrawler.
No Storm. Obviously, no Magneto.
Okay.
Oh yeah, no Magneto.
Nimrod getting blown up, yeah.
Oh.
Lalandra. Lalandra. You have to overpronounce her name.
Lalandra.
Sick.
This episode's gonna be crazy.
Oh
yeah,
no.
you can already tell.
Oh,
no, don't. Son of a bitches.
No, this was
him?
the funeral.
Oh, no.
This was the funeral that was in the trailer.
Yep.
Never would have guessed that in a bazillion years.
Oh man.
I think that was Remy's brother and like old Flame from Nolans from that one episode where we went, the tithe is asking for trading.
Remy LeBeau will be the first to remind you that life, like the cards,
oh my God.
wild.
Yeah, these
Yet
three.
he moved through his life as a force.
I want Kurt Wagner to speak at my funeral. What a beautiful little furry boy, this Kurt Wagner.
Modesty was Gambit's.
Damn.
Dude, that is crazy. There's no way. There's no way this is permadeath.
I think they'll bring him back, but I know why Rogue's not here.
Of course.
He saved her. He loved her.
No, Jubilee. That's why he's not here.
A lonely war.
That's why he's not here, kid.
Rogue's gotta figure it out on her own.
That's why she's not here, kid.
What she battles is not mere grief, and our dear Jubilee is wise to be afraid.
Was she battling? Oh my God.
Oh.
Okay.
Whoa.
Okay. Oh God.
Yo, she's mad.
Yeah, Rogue Unleashed. Let's go.
No one gives a shit. Oh boy.
Oh man.
Yeah, she doesn't give a damn. She's coming for blood.
This is gonna be crazy.
What's going on, man? Sick.
Oh man.
They really pushed it with those few shots.
Yeah.
That was cool, but really almost beyond the style of X-Men 97. That was great.
Holy God.
Very anime, very video game
She's
style.
beating one motherfucker with another motherfucker.
Gentlemen,
Oh, is that Thunderbolt Ross?
Remind you that we're standing in the same place built to
Yep.
hold the Hulk.
She's mad.
Great reference to the Hulk. Let's go.
Now I know you know why I've come a knocking. Where are Henry Gyrick and Bolivar Trask?
We're the good guys.
Damn.
Kill those, sugar. Now you get me.
Yes. Unhinged
so good.
Rogue. I'm here for it.
You've gone a week now with no new survivors. It's time to let go, son.
Finding even one more survivor could give mutants some hope.
Is this President Kelly?
I think so.
Yeah.
Check the headlines, Mr. President. They're all about the virtue of patience.
Each episode is just giving Cyclops like more and more reason to be angry at the world.
Totally.
Yeah.
After losing Storm, the thought of having something of a sister was comforting.
None of that matters right now. Right now, we have to be strong.
I love what they've done with these two characters in this first season.
Yeah.
Such
really
an upgrade,
making them,
right?
like the
Oh my
leaders
God.
of the team.
It's like night and day.
Dang, dude, there's Blob and
Wow.
Look for the helpers. You will always find people who are helping.
Fred
The ever
Rogers.
affable Mr.
Yay! I
Rogers.
love that's my favorite Mr.
Wow.
Rogers quote. I'm gonna cry.
I'm so sorry.
I'm heartened to know that it is you who will bear
This is
witness
the
to
reporter
what
he was
happened in
crushing on.
Genosha. The death of the dream.
Every cartoon cameraman has to have like a red backwards hat. Like,
Always. Always.
And an unbuttoned shirt.
Yep.
Uh-oh, is this Cap? Oh, this is Cap.
Holy.
I recognize that motorcycle anywhere, baby. Oh, yeah.
Please.
Where's Henry Gyrick?
Oh my God. Amazing.
Genosha wasn't just a mutant tragedy. It shames us all, but rampaging across the country dishonors those who were lost.
Skip the hogwash.
What are you doing?
Steve's
are you
not
gonna try
wrong,
to stop
but-
Rogue?
Like you,
Rogue's not
I'm
wrong
hoping to
either.
Use Gyrick to
Yeah.
get our hands on Bolivar Trask.
Oh.
He built the Sentinels. He's the natural first suspect for that master mold.
He's looking for him too then.
this is so cool that
Okay.
Captain America's in this story,
Hell
dude.
yeah,
this is
dude.
so great.
Gyrick was transferred to a facility in Mexico City. Once I get the thumbs up, I'll lead my team to Mexico to apprehend Gyrick.
I'll just fly down there. Be right back.
This uniform shows up in Mexico bashing heads in with you. It sends a message.
Yeah. Gotta be careful.
Gotta do this by the book, Rogue.
Yeah, he's Captain
Right
America,
now,
bro. You
Yeah.
gotta
hands are tied.
be careful.
Well, if your hands are tied.
Oh God.
Oh, she's gonna jack
Oh
his
my
shield.
God. Are you serious?
She threw it away.
Oh my God.
Awesome.
That was great. That was great.
Wow. Hey, it's Guy. What's his name? Mr. Guy Man?
Strong guy.
I just know I wouldn't want my
Brutal.
parents finding out who I was on the 5 o'clock news. Don't want them burying a stranger.
She's right. Jubilee's right.
I like that she's wearing earrings with her
Scary,
name on
dude.
it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was just thinking like, oh man, that's a lot of work to just get that to,
Okay, so
Track.
Leech is gone.
Leech is
Callisto.
gone.
Perhaps the professor's vision for the future was too nearsighted, and begging for your tolerance was our first mistake.
Ooh, everybody's feeling that.
I dare not waste any more of your tolerance, Miss Tilby.
Oof.
You messed up, Trish. You could have had some of that blue dick, but you messed it up, Trish.
You messed it up.
Looks like the house in Sicario.
Rogue is gonna kill this man.
Yeah.
Oh.
Who's protecting him? Who's?
He knows
Oh
they're coming.
my
Look at
God.
him. He knows.
Let's just say you freaks aren't the only ones making friends in high places.
Oh Jesus.
Tell Summers his wife's cute psychic probes won't work this time.
Honey, this ain't that sort of probe.
Oh, all right, all right.
Give me your knowledge against
Give
your
me
will. Yep.
everything you know.
Whoa.
Oh.
Okay.
That was Nimrod.
So many last thoughts, unfulfilled dreams, cycling
Oh.
on repeat.
Dang.
Jesus.
So many futures lost, so many pasts unfinished, lacking closure.
This is so dramatic.
I'm sorry, Gene.
Like us.
Uh-oh.
I guess there are some sort of survivors still.
Yeah. Oh no.
I'm telling you, man. I think Magneto's gonna be alive still too.
Oh, it's Emma.
Oh, is that Emma
It's
Frost?
Emma in her diamond form.
Wow.
Extraordinary.
Oh, I wonder if this is a secondary evolution.
Perhaps a
Yep.
dormant mutation triggered by duress?
This is
the first
this is
time
how
she
Emma
did it.
Frost is in the comics. Yeah.
Always done well.
Oh.
Pressure.
Yeah. Some mutants have a secondary mutation. Beast had one at one point, and he
Don't
went
do that
even
because then
more.
I'm gonna cry, man. Come on. What are you
He
doing?
just wants to find Madeline. He loves her the way he loves Jean.
Why would we possibly believe a murdering maniac like you, Trask?
Come to the UN Peace Legion in Madripoor.
Madripoor.
Oh, damn.
Come see the horrifying face of your future.
That guy's kidnapped by Sinister, though. I wouldn't believe him.
Buckle up, team. We head to Madripoor.
Oh, Lord. Really? Okay.
Yeah, I mean, this is the only lead they got, so yeah, they got to.
You got
Come
this,
on,
okay?
Roberto.
You go in, charm with small talk, and
I'm a mutant.
Oh, she knew. The way they didn't have her react.
Right.
This
She knew.
is such a relief. It is? Baby, 4 of our homes have caught fire mysteriously.
Oh my god.
You knew. Why didn't you say anything?
This is nice.
It was your secret to tell.
Oh, man.
This is a nice moment for once on this show.
Wow.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you.
And this whole time he's been worried.
Now the trick will be making sure we keep this all private.
Wait,
Oh, there's the rub.
No.
Shareholders are rattled by anything mutant related, especially after this
I know.
awfulness in Genosha.
His parents are David
Shareholders.
Zaslav and Jeff Bezos.
Mm-hmm.
God damn it.
Should have known. Too good to be true, this show.
How do you feel now?
I got excited and I thought it was Magneto.
The one time they go to Mexico, it's Dia de los Muertos. Come on. Come on, show.
Got the gal who goes bonkers over losing a boy.
Over losing two, and her confusion is
Dang.
only natural.
We all know, Rogue. Don't hide it.
But she did not cause Gambit or Magneto to be killed. She helped them live.
Man, I'd be so happy to have either one of them as siblings. They're so cool.
Jesus.
Her family's there.
Yeah. Oh.
They're like picking her up on the way to Madripoor. They're like, let's go.
Yeah.
Come on.
Let's go.
Gotta go.
you gotta bust.
go.
You gotta bust some heads, bro.
Oh, this fool.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
Oh, it's Bastion. And that's the end of Henry Peter Gyrick.
Oh my god. Yo, this show is crazy.
Wow.
Oh my god. What?
Sweet.
This show's wild, man.
What's going on?
Jesus Christ.
What's going on?
Madripoor.
What just happened?
Gyrick got murdered. He's got snuffed out in his sleep.
Uber secret break room behind a busted vending machine. A game, bad guy. A game.
A game.
Oh my god.
That's great. I love them. They're great.
The X-Men.
Slurping that
I want that on
soda.
a t-shirt.
Yeah, them in
X-Men
the
an
elevator.
I thought those were Spider-Man suits for a second.
Oh no, much worse. Much worse. They're Sentinels. Sentinels are evolving.
Advance.
High-end Sentinels.
Same mystery getup as the fellows who were guarding Henry Gyrick. OZT.
Maybe we ask poor man's Oppenheimer before he...
Poor man's
I
Oppenheimer.
made the Sentinels
Oliver.
to protect normal people.
Yep.
Now I am become death.
Yep.
Wow.
We're gonna have to save this dirtbag from himself, aren't we?
He's building a new type of Sentinel. Worse than
Yep.
what we saw in Genosha.
How could he even
God.
obtain such access?
He's from the future. Or went to the future or something.
Come on, Rogue. You got Rogue there. That guy
Yeah.
ain't dying.
What else can you tell us?
I have nothing.
Same sugar.
Oh. Oh.
Oh my god. Wow.
Now hang on.
No.
Oh, no.
No, hang on.
He's a goner.
Vogue, what have you done? What we all wanted to do.
Wolverine's the only one who
Murder an
gets it.
ass Wolverine.
That rotten piece of scum put a good man.
Dang, dude.
My man.
Oh, no. Another one?
Oh god.
Is it Nimrod? Is it
About to see
Bastion?
Nimrod. I think it's going to
Is
be
it
Nimrod.
Bolivar Trask himself? That's crazy, dude.
But
Rogue
Nimrod's
killed him,
usually
man.
in the future, right? Oh.
Yep, it's Bolivar himself.
Oh my.
Been infected and made.
What in the name of all heaven?
Holy shit.
Wow.
Terminate mutants.
Yo, that is some Frankenstein ass
Oh,
shit.
that's crazy.
Oh god. Oh, nice Nightcrawler.
What? So sick. Let's
No
go.
way.
He just straight up jumped out of a building, bro.
Holy god.
Okay.
Whoa.
All right, Gene.
Surrender, mutants.
That was wild. What did? That's crazy.
Yeah.
That was intense.
X-Men, take him down.
Oh my god.
This is gonna be good. Oh my god.
Quicksilver.
You guys didn't see him morph into Quicksilver?
He morphed into Quicksilver.
Yeah.
What's this guy doing?
It's interesting how was that
man.
Oscorp? Was that an Oscorp sign?
Ooh, I don't know.
I don't know.
It's interesting how different the vibe is right now versus episode 1 when the X-Men took down Sentinels. I'm like,
oh yeah,
right? That was fun.
Absolutely.
I'm like scared right now. Like I'm sad and scared.
How does it feel to be abandoned by the future?
He's not alone. Cable. That's Cable, baby.
That's Cable for
That's
sure.
Right. Get away from my young dad.
Or
right,
Bishop.
eyes.
Cable or Bishop. It's Cable.
I hope both.
Electromagnetic cluster grenades are the quickest way to take these suckers.
Oh baby, he's back.
No, it can't be.
Get out of my brain. You're not hurt.
Oh.
Nathan, let's skip the reunion, Dad. Sinister's
Awesome.
working for someone else, someone worse.
Oh no.
And if you X-Men don't stop him,
Apocalypse?
there won't be much of a future
Apocalypse.
worth living in.
It's got to be Apocalypse.
Impressed by your masterpiece tipping our hand to the X-Men?
Maybe it's Bastion.
I think, okay, it is Bastion.
You and the villains of old have been failing since '92 to squash these pests.
Nice.
My techs repaired a damaged alien satellite the X-Men used to chat with their allies, the Shi'ar.
Oh god.
Oh, they've been watching Xavier.
They said Gyrick killed Xavier.
Our merry band of muties have been selling the world a very big lie.
The purple people eater.
Magneto's alive.
Son of a bitch.
We knew it.
Yep.
I knew it. I
Of
knew
course.
it. Yep.
I've had to be bad lately. Heat, like music, it softens things.
About to shave him? No shaving cream, bro? You're crazy.
You were born for this.
Oh god.
Interesting.
Whoa.
Wow.
It's been Bastion all along.
Son of a bitch.
One-eyed, one-horned, flying purple people.
Damn.
That's probably gonna lean into what they've been planning, maybe. I don't know. That song played when he killed Gyrick, and then now. Yeah.
You're so right though, Hector, when you pointed out earlier how the tone is so different from episode 1. Because they really sold us on, we're back, baby. It's X-Men, the ones you loved. It's back. We're gonna do it bigger and better. And then you get to episode 5 and you're like, oh, this is gonna rip my emotions apart. Cool.
Yep.
And then every subsequent episode, you're like, damn, this is like, it's getting kind of grimmer and more grim every episode. They try to sprinkle in a little bit of something to make you feel like, okay, we're on the up and up. And then they throw something like this where Rogue in the very beginning is like, I'm murdering everyone. It's so good.
She
so
killed
good.
somebody, and this show is trying to push that idea forward. I mean, that's the cheat, right? That's the thing of like, look, like at the end of season 2, Invincible murdered Angstrom Levy.
Yeah.
If it's revealed that somehow Angstrom, if it's revealed that somehow Angstrom survived that, then does that not make Mark Grayson a murderer? He still is, because he did that.
Right.
Even if he can somehow come back. So like, Rogue
she didn't know
that dude.
He was
exactly. But technically, she's off the hook because maybe he was already dead before she dropped him because he had already been infected or whatever. But just to put Rogue in that position is a really bold choice for a superhero story like this, you know, because the X-Men are really complex characters that they mostly live in the light, but there are some of them, like Wolverine, who can be in that dark. I would say definitely more so than the Avengers. Yeah. And it's crazy. Captain America was in this episode. We haven't even brought that up yet. Like, that's how much is going on in this
so
show.
much depth. Yeah.
So Cap was voiced.
He was there just kind of like, just to give a little info, and that's kind of it.
For sure. For sure.
Say, I've been around.
Be great to see him come back at some point in the show, but he was voiced by Josh Keaton, who, speaking of Invincible, just voiced Agent Spider in that show as well.
Okay.
So the wonderful Josh Keaton, and Bastion is voiced by Theo James from the Divergent films.
Hector, give me a real quick rundown on Bastion, because I know nothing about Bastion.
I don't know that much about him either. I just know that he's in my sort of encyclopedia, X-Men encyclopedias, and he's like a human Sentinel hybrid. and I think he might be from the future.
Okay.
I don't know, but that might be Nimrod, and he might be connected to Nimrod, and I don't know. I need to go into a little bit of brushing up on it, but it's awesome that, I mean, this show has made me want to read X-Men comics more than, I was talking about this today with my girlfriend, because she's also asking me questions about certain things, and I'm like, because she had a question about, could Gambit come back? And she also thinks Magneto was alive, and so now she's going to be proven right. But she's like, how can Gambit come back? There's no way he can be dead. And I was like, well, I did read one X-Men comic that dealt with a potential answer to that. So I was like, if you want to read it, you can read it. And she was like, yes, I want to read it. And this show makes me want to read X-Men comics more than even when I watched for the 20 years that it was happening, the X-Men movie franchise, right? Like watching the show is just like, oh my God, what a great character. I want to read everything about that character. I now want to go read some comics, some X-Men books specifically. And I was also saying this earlier today, out of all of the different corners of the Marvel Universe, I've probably read the most is probably Spider-Man. And then after that, maybe Avengers, Fantastic Four, somewhere in there. And I've read like major stuff with the X-Men, but not the way that I'm seeing people talk about X-Men comics right now online because of this show. And I'm like, dang, dude, there are some people that are like, that have read every single X-Men comic book and they are an expert in it. That but it also feels like they're not interested in any other Marvel thing, which I think is funny.
Exactly.
It's like just the X-Men characters, which is great. So even with that stuff, I feel like underprepared to like talk about what some of that stuff is. But
also, they didn't make
really
it easy to follow
comics.
when like they went full bore with all the X-Men stuff, because I know for a while I was listening to this podcast called Jay and Miles Explain the X-Men, and they started off from like it's issue 1 from issue 1, and they went all the way through, and I think the podcast is still going on. I'm not sure. I haven't listened to it in a while, but when they got to the 90s, man, it just got it got crazy. It was so crazy that even listening to it was a bit of a chore.
Oh wow.
Because there was just so much going on, and there was different storylines and so many different artists, and like it was tough to listen to. You know, the podcast is great. It's just that the comics back then were just so all over the so to see those diehard X-Men experts, I think is really rad.
Great.
Yeah.
And I agree.
I'm jealous that I'm not one of them, but also I don't think I have the brain capacity to be one of them.
I'm grateful that I was going to say, I'm grateful that like in recent years, because I have more money now than I did when I was in my 20s and broke. Like I set aside my money now specifically to buy nicer versions of comics, is what you see behind me. Marvel has been putting those together in those epic collections that I cannot stop praising. I love those sets. And I'm reading some early Deadpool stuff right now, like the earliest Deadpool comics. I just started reading the first time Wolverine had his own series and his own stories, and he goes to Madripoor, and it's like really good. But they've been putting these long-running series and characters in these sets, not necessarily in order, but just like, hey, here's volume 1 of Iron Man, and then volume 15, and then volume 8, and then volume 20, and then, you know, but I've been sort of like collecting
big landmark moments.
Yeah, I've been collecting the earlier chunks as I can, and I am so excited to read X-Men in that way, because they really do go from like, here's volume 1, like the first few years of X-Men comics in the 60s, volume 2, volume 3, you know, going in that sort of order that that I think that most X-Men fans kind of know, even if they hadn't read those comics, because it just keeps cycling back and talking about that history. And they know the order of like, okay, first it's the first class, and then the new group comes in with Wolverine and Storm and everybody. And then it becomes about the original class breaks off and they make X-Factor, you know, and they go fight Apocalypse. And then there's the New Mutants that come in. And it's just that order of operations with these major stories. Jean becomes the Phoenix, then the Dark Phoenix, then all the stuff that Chris Claremont did. So I'm going to read it in that way, and I'm super stoked about it. But I'm just waiting for this damn X-Men 97 soundtrack to release. I can put it in my ears and listen to it while reading. So,
I think that's what's so impressive about X-Men, just as like a Marvel property, but also just as like a comic book property, period. It's so rich. You could probably make X-Men its own label outside of Marvel. It just has so many characters and has so many stories, and it's so layered. I mean, the stuff that we're experiencing in the series now, I know that there's been little bits and pieces of it in X-Men, the animated series previously, but it's now taking it to like a level that, well, one, I would have never predicted and never would have thought that they would go this route, but it's also, it seems like at least they're tapping into stories that I don't think I've really seen or heard people talk about, or characters too much that I've seen that I've heard people talk about. So it's great that that creative team, not only did they seemingly dive really deep into the show, they also really dove deep into the comics to just extrapolate as much stuff that they could that is so different from what we've seen in any other cartoon, any other film. Like I don't even know. Sometimes I wonder like how deep the MCU will sometimes go with characters or groups of characters. Yeah. And I almost feel like because animation is in some ways limitless outside of its budget, they can do literally whatever they want. Movies sometimes, like a concept like we're watching now, I have to imagine that the movie people are looking at this and going, this works so well for an animated show. Can we actually feasibly do this in a movie? Or will people walk out of these movies every time going, what the fuck is happening? It's possible. It's very possible because it's so out there. But it's so well done.
You have to start slow. You have to ease people into this kind of really like so many moving parts type of storytelling. And to see this show and to know somebody in the writer's room, whether it's the showrunner or whoever, was like, what if the main villain is Bastion? That's such a deep cut comic book character that it's just like effing impressive.
I don't even know who Bastion is. That's crazy.
Because if it were me, if it were somebody who like just watched the cartoon show, they would have been, oh, the main villain should be Apocalypse or Mr. Sinister or Magneto or I don't know, here's a stretch, Juggernaut and Black Tom Cassidy or you know, something. Omega Red is coming back. But for somebody to go, it should be this character. Bastion. That is a true blue X-Men comic book reader. Yeah. Like kudos to them.
Nth degree. You know, even thinking about Bastion as the main villain for decades at this point.
Right. They have like finally I can, you know.
Yeah.
And utilizing, utilizing someone like Mr. Sinister who was in that, and even I was watching as we're watching the show going, that's really interesting that they're like picking up Mr. Sinister's like plot thread. Like I would have thought they would have gone with someone new. And then in this episode, the secret plan that's been here kind of all along. You're like, oh damn, that's good. That's good. That's really good.
Oh man.
Son of a bitch.
Three episodes to go. To go. I have no idea what's gonna happen. I'm rooting for everybody blue right now. Beast and Nightcrawler are my guys. I want them to be okay.
I'm waiting for Colossus to join the chat.
Colossus can come back for him to join the chat. Him and Magic, his sister Ilyana. Yeah, I'm happy for everybody right now, but I'm scared because everyone's in like a really shaky place. They're like on their way to Madripoor. No, they already went to Madripoor. What's going to happen next? I have no idea. I had no idea what this episode was going to be based off of the last two episodes.
Right.
And what the last three could be leading up to this season finale.
This is all set up for that. This is all set up for that big final whatever this thing is, you know? Bastion's going to show his cards and we're all going to see what's up.
I think in the first episode, I might have said that, I wouldn't be surprised if Xavier shows up like in the finale, close to the end.
Yeah, that's right. He's on his way back to the ghetto.
He's coming.
It's either going to be sooner or Bastion or like whatever that situation's going to create might make it difficult for him to come back or whatever. I don't know. Or he might come back and die immediately. I don't know.
Right, because they've been watching him too, so they're anticipating what he's gonna do.
I don't know.
Man, with everything also that's been going on with Rogue and how like the Kree and the Shi'ar are involved, I wonder if Carol Danvers is gonna make an appearance because she is in this world. Like I almost expected Steve Rogers to like call in backup and have Carol fly in because they're literally matched in terms of power, her and Rogue, you know?
Well, here's the thing that I don't think they're counting on too. Storm being out of the picture for so long.
Storm.
We didn't even
forgot about Storm, right?
Yeah.
Storm's got her powers back. She's coming back. She's coming back in her dope. There's one thing that I didn't notice in the episode when we watched she got her powers back. She used the feathers of the adversary to make her new costume. I don't know if you guys noticed that.
That's great.
That's the moment where she's like flying. Her costume kind of materializes as black feathers are kind of flying everywhere. I'm like, I can't believe I missed that.
Genius.
That's really beautiful. That's really
beautiful. So good,
man.
And I only noticed that on the rewatch. I was like, oh damn, that's so cool. So I mean,
that's awesome.
That's a good find.
We got some major players coming back.
Man.
We got Xavier. We got Storm. Potentially
is she bringing Forge? Is she bringing Forge back? Are we gonna have Bishop come back? Where's Bishop?
Yeah, why
So
didn't he
many
come back
things
with
are
Cable?
happening.
Where's he at?
Yeah, no idea. No idea. What's Cable gonna do here?
Seriously,
Don't know.
So many questions.
I know
Okay.
so many, and that's what I think is a true testament to a great show. And can't wait to hear what your guys' thoughts are. Let us know in the comments below. Any thoughts and theories? Where the hell do you think it's going to go in the next 3 episodes? How do you think it's going to end? Let us know. Check out the Uncut Reactions on Patreon, and we'll see you guys next week.
Bye.
Bye.